My name is Nicole and I will be showing you how to make starfish earrings. So first thing you will need is wire. The thing to look for is the gauge number. Usually the lower the number, the thicker the wire is. And so for this project I'm using 20 gauge. And then for the 24 wire I'm using that to wrap around the earring. I also have another earring just to use as a reference for later when we're start making the earring. Or you can just buy some already looped earrings or wire, pre-made circles for the round part of your earring. Then you can buy these loops that I found at Walmart for only like a couple dollars. And you'll also want a ruler. This will help measure the wire. Of course, you'll need hooks for the earrings. I have starfish, but you can put like a seashell or anything you want to put in between the earring. And these I found at a local gift shop. I live along the coast, so I have a lot of access to seashells and starfish, any kind of those beach, ocean things. And you'll need the tools used to cut and bend the wire. This can be found at Joann's, Michael's. I got these at Walmart for about $8, $9. Glue sticks and a glue gun. And make sure that when you have your glue gun, to have something underneath it. I have a notepad because most of the time it leaks and it just prevents, extra mess. Step 1, first you'll need to take your 20 gauge wire and you'll need to cut it 5 inches long. So take your cutter tool and you want to take your ruler, cut it at 5 inches. Doing this so you can see it. And you can cut it longer just to make sure that you have enough wire, because it's better to cut it off later than to not have enough when you're making the earring. So once you have your wire 5 inches long, you want to take your round nose, hold the very end of one wire, and you want to squeeze tight, and you just want to wrap it around slowly. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a loop. I'm using another earring as reference, and I'm just going to wrap it around it just so I can know like how round I want my earring to be. Once you've looped it around and you have like the desired roundness that you want, then you take your tool again, the round nose, and you just kind of bend it around so it goes around the other wire. Then you take your other wire, the 24 gauge, and you want to cut it at 20 inches long. So 20, so just cut it there, and use your cutter tool for that. So once you have your wire cut at 20 inches, you want to take that and you're going to use this to wrap it around the earring or the frame that you have just made. And that's what's going to wrap around like this earring. What I like to do is I like making like a star pattern, but you can make any kind of pattern. Bend it like so, just so that it's nice and tight. You don't want to make it too tight because then it kind of bends the wire too much and it can actually cause it to break. And this may take a while, so. And I kind of tuck it in here. And what I'm doing is I'm just looping it and making it tight, like so. And I only maybe wrap it once or twice around. Here I wrapped it like 2 or 3 times, but you can just wrap it like two times. I think that's enough. And so I'm just kind of doing a zigzag pattern right now. And just use that, and I'm bending it with the round nose tool. And I'm just gonna keep doing this until I have kind of like a star pattern. Now, you continue wrapping until you have kind of like the shape that you want. I'm just gonna do it one more time so that way it has something secure to hold on to when I put in the starfish. So it doesn't exactly look like a star, but I kind of went for that kind of direction. Once you have that, you can just tighten everything. Make sure all the little loops are kind of together. So like here, make sure that's together. And then you just cut it. Like so. And then sometimes you'll have a little bit left, and you can just cut that little piece. I don't know if I'm being too close or not. Just cut that. And sometimes the wire kind of moves it. It's because you made it so tight. So your first looping kind of went in a little bit more. You want to watch out for that when you're wrapping it because you don't want to make it too far in. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of move it, clamp it up, so that way it's a lot higher. You can do this too if you wrapped it too tightly. So once you have your frame all worked out, then you pick out the stars that you want. I'm gonna pick out kind of like medium size, and I'm gonna use this, and that's what I'm gonna glue in the center. Before you actually put the starfish in, you kind of want to bend the wire. Like if the wire's on this side, then you want to bend it that way a little bit, just so that way when you put in the star it doesn't break. Then you want to look to see where you want to put your star. So I'm want to put mine about there. And so it's touching all the sides on the bottom. So it's touching here, I don't know if you can see, it's touching here and here and there and there. So that's where I want to put the glue. So then you take your hot glue gun, and again, you want to make sure you have this notepad here. And after you put in the glue stick, you just insert it. You just dab a little bit. And it doesn't take long for it to dry. It actually only takes like a minute or a couple seconds, 30 seconds. Like it's almost like already dry. So. But I'm just putting a couple drops because I really want to make it secure. I've had starfish, and when I didn't put enough glue, it would fall off. So once you have that all dry, you can push the wire in just a little bit back in, just so that it's more set in there. Now that you have your earring made, the last step is to add your hook. And this is what's gonna hold it so you can wear it. What you do is you take the hook and you see the loop on the bottom, pull it open so that you have a little bit of space so that the other loop can fit in there. And then you just close it back up. There you have it, your earring. Starfish earrings. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make starfish earrings. No. What am I showing you again? That was a fake smile. Of course. Ooh, that's lovely.